Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Resign. Nope. This is episode 366 of the world famous, the University of Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we're coming to you live today. Today is Friday, August the 20th, 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about this episode. We are going to talk about hiring and firing employees. Ladies and gentlemen, now at some point, for the most part, these businesses you start online, you don't need a lot of employees. You might not need any. You might never need any. That's up to you. But if you want to grow and expand eventually, you might have to have 1, 2, 3. It doesn't have to be a lot. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you have one employee, if you have a million. It's all the same. You know what I mean? It's you gotta have to hire somebody, and eventually you might have to fire somebody. And today we're going to talk about why you should not get upset, why you should not put that much emotion into the hiring and the firing process. Now, one thing about working in a smaller outfit, you get to know people more. I've done both. I've worked in big outfits. I worked in very small outfits. And one thing about it, the smaller the outfit, the more you get to know people, you can develop more of a relationship with people because you know them, you know each other, you work with each other. It's very close, very very close knit. It's not like like right now, I company I drive for very big. It's I don't know people. If somebody could walk up to me at the grocery store and they like, I work for so and so, and I would go, really? Oh, okay, and I will leave it at that. I wouldn't get all, rah, 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 because over the years, people come, people go. It's not a big deal. But this business that I have right here, this podcasting and the writing and the YouTubing, eventually I'll probably get not even an employee, maybe like somebody to, like a virtual assistant, somebody who's gonna come help out a little bit, but they'll be an employee, and there's gonna come a time where, you know, I'm gonna assume because nobody's perfect, and there's gonna be a time that they're gonna do something that's gonna quite annoy me, and if they keep annoying you, let's get back to this. But if they keep annoying you, and if you don't like the work that they're doing, it comes a point. There's a fork in the road where you can go, you know what? I don't I don't like this. I'm gonna fire them, And the one thing that you should not do, the one thing that you must not do when it comes to business is get emotional, Don't never utter these words. I need them. You know what I mean? I need them is a detriment to you. It's a detriment to your business. Because let's be honest with each other. When you start a business, no matter what kind of business it is, brick and mortar, online, doesn't matter. The person with the most passion, the person with the most energy for your business is always going to be you. You are the engine. You are the oil in the machine. You drive this bus. You own the bus. You drive the bus. You're going to always put more effort, more energy into the company than anybody else. It's just a fact. That's a fact about anything in life. People are more interested in themselves than anything else. And that's not a slight at anybody. It's just human nature. It's just the way it is. And once you realize that, once you figure that out, then everything else will work out. But don't get emotional. Don't get needy. Never say, I need these people, You can You can have 10 employees and all 10 can walk out on you and you'll survive. It'll be tough, it'll be rough, it'll be a storm, but you'll get 9 more people, 10 more people, and you'll get back to rocking and rolling. It's never You're never down and out. You never need you never need people, you never need certain employees. I know people, they're important. You start to like them, you start to develop a friendship with them. But at the end of the day, it's your business. You're in charge. Don't be emotional. Don't be needy. You know, you have to fire somebody, then fire them. Make it quick. Give them. Of course, give them a. Say, hey, blah blah blah. This is the reason. If you don't feel comfortable, if you think, because nowadays people are getting more and more crazy about that kind of stuff. So you want to, wait till they leave at the end of the day, do it over the phone, whatever you have to do, you know what I mean? But you have to make it quick. And if you don't like the work, you give them some counseling. You can tell them, hey, I don't like the way you do this. I don't like the way you do that, and then you give them another shot. If you're still not liking the way they do things, then you might have to get rid of them. It's nothing personal. It's nothing, it's just business. These things are, it's never a reflection on the person. The person might be great, but you and the person might not mesh well together. As far as work, you could be friends with somebody, and just because you're friends with them doesn't mean you're gonna work well together. You know what I mean? Like, I love my brother. I love my brother to death. Me and my brother, we used to walk down the street together, talk, laugh, and joke around. We have our differences, of course, about a lot of things, but at the end of the day, when the push comes to shove, we come together, and we have a very loving relationship. But we worked together one time, and it absolutely sucked. And I was like, he sucks. I don't want to work with this guy anymore. You know what I mean? And it's not like that with my dad. Me and my dad, we worked together a few times. And my dad, I like working with him. We get along. We mesh well together at work, and it's very fun. It's very relaxing. My dad, he works hard, but he's not, you know, real, kind of like uptight, and we mesh well together. Me and my brother, we do not work well together, and we all live in the same. We grew up in the same house. We all love each other, but it's just it's just facts. It's just how it is sometimes. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like, every now and then, I go help my wife out at her place of business. And and she says, "You cannot work here every day. I would not bear to work with you." And I'm like, What? What's wrong?" And I find it funny, and we love each other to death. I love her to pieces, and she's just like, "Nah, you can't work here every day." And I'm like, That's cool, but it's never it's never personal. Don't you know you want your business to be the best. So at the end of the day, you have to think about that first. You have to put your business in front of the friendships you build. And when listen, like I said before, when you're a small outfit, when you're a small business, when you're a small company, when you have 1 or 2 employees, you get very close. You get very friendly with people. But at the end of the day, you have to remember, you are the boss. You are in charge. This is your outfit. This is your baby. And you're not gonna let anybody or anything harm your baby. So you're not gonna let people harm your baby. All right. So keep that in mind, and everything will work out. Everything will be fine. Just don't ever think you need people. Don't ever think these people are too valuable. Listen, people come, people go. Trust me, I've seen it. And it's gonna be okay. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it today. That is it for the episode. We will be back tomorrow with an all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. Thank you for listening. And if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, please send in your questions to Tony at onlinemarketingmoves.com. Once again, that's Tony at onlinemarketingmoves.com. Send your questions in September, we will start the question of the day. All right. With that being said, thank you. And as always, everybody, peace.